Okay, we're back! Dubster Dive with our third video on Vinland Saga. And I really don't think I have to say spoiler warning at this point, do I?
Yes.
Yeah, so, you all know, link for the first part of the season 2. Yeah, we're doing the back half now since Netflix just released it. Which, yeah, you lost that race, Netflix. Crunchyroll beat you by like 2 months with their simuldub wrapping up. But we started with the Netflix dub, and damn it, we're ending it with the Netflix dub. So, yeah. Did you have fun with it, Di?
I don't know, what's in it for me?
The orphans.
Oh yeah, there's like 5 of them. Wait.
Yeah, so... First couple of things. Yeah, I guess in the dub they did call him Einar, but it is pronounced Einar because he's European. I know. No one has to tell me, okay? Just call him Einar because they said it in the dub. I know it's Einar now. Alright.
Oh, but, please, the people complaining about that don't even know how to pronounce it themselves, let's be real.
I mean, Einar is the correct pronunciation, though.
Yeah.
It's that same thing, like, are you going to call Guts Gutsu? Because that's what they call him in Japanese in Berserk. Only a tool would do that.
Yeah, but it's the first person who complains about the way something's pronounced is the first person that fucks up the pronunciation of something.
I don't know. We complained about the pronouncing it Shirai Ryu in Mortal Kombat, so we're all guilty of that, I guess.
The Win Q.
Anyway, back on this. So, as far as new characters for the dub, not very many this time.
Like,
maybe
2, 3.
Yeah. So, maybe? This season, back half picks up right where the last one ended. We're on the farm still, and shit's going crazy because apparently one of the neighboring farms, a slave named Garter, happened to break free and is looking for Ardhide because he's Ardhide's ex-husband. So he burned down the farm he came from and now is attacking Kettle's farm and all that. And he's voiced by Kyle Abear, which is surprisingly the first Kyle Abear we've had in ages.
A season.
Yeah, aside from the Ragnar
since the flashback in Core 1.
Yeah. I actually thought there was going to be like 8 million Kyle Abears like there usually is, but no. And he does fine.
I didn't even think I heard him as an ad voice.
It says he was, at least for Season 1, but for Season 2, I didn't hear him at all. But, yeah. I don't got any complaints, I understand where he's coming from and all that stuff.
It said they decided to use main characters, but we'll get to that.
Yeah. The other new character, or I think he was in Core 1, but he's more major this set, is, a guy named Wolf. I kept thinking Dick Wolf, the Law & Order guy. That name is either awesome or hilarious, you pick.
And we all know you're very mature.
But yeah, so... Wolf is voiced by Michael Pizzuto. If you want to know who Wolf is, though, he's Canute's right-hand man of the war campaign he's leading on Kettle's farm.
You would think that would be the name of someone in Snake's gang with how they're all animal-themed.
Yeah, in fact, Michael Pizzuto even voices Badger, Snake's left-hand man. And just in case...
what a hand it was.
Just in case we didn't go over him last time, he's known for voicing Professor Maisel in the Spriggan anime remake, and Nogi in Kengan Ashura. I can't wait for Season 2 of that, man. And, I mean, I couldn't tell it was the same person, I'm not gonna lie, between Badger and Wolf. It also says he voiced someone named Wild Dog, and I don't even remember who the fuck that is.
And are we even sure that's part of Snake's group?
I don't. I really don't.
Because Wolf throws everything out the window.
Yeah. as far as a couple of the others, to quickly go over, Kettle's wife, who's in a few episodes, and she's always just credited as Kettle's wife. She doesn't even deserve a name. She's kind of a bitch. I mean, she has reason to be. Kettle fell in love with Arnheid, one of his slaves, and treats her better than it gives her more attention than his own wife. So, what's to say about him? Maybe his wife just isn't hot for him anymore, you know? I don't know. Adequacy's in the bedroom and all that. Anyway, she's voiced by Tiana Kamako, who you don't know as Hermes from JoJo Stone Ocean. I probably said that pronunciation wrong, too. And, Glenda Goodwitch from Ruby Ice Queendom, you know, because Ruby's losing everybody, so multiple people have been replaced so far in that fucking show.
Yeah, but why are you still watching it?
Because one of these days, Ruby's gonna have its turn in the spotlight. And she's also fine playing a typical Cuntonian over there. Because, yeah, Kettle's wife is kind of a bitch, like I said. She doesn't care about the slaves or anything like that. And, yeah, the last one I want... no, there's two more I want to go over. First, though, is Garter and Arnheid's dead son, dead baby, in flashbacks. Because it's just a baby crying. I'm bringing it up for a reason, though, because it's kind of dumb.
I mean, no, they're not dead.
Hjalti? Hjalti died in the war. Remember? Arnheid said that when Garter left. Yeah.
No, he was. They were he was taken.
I thought you said the baby died in the raid because all they took were the women and they killed the men and the children.
It was a visual thing. They took the baby.
So we didn't see the baby die. She's assuming it's dead.
Yeah, she's assuming the baby's dead because he was taken and he probably sold off or something.
I don't know why you'd sell a baby. It's not very, it's not going to be a very good slave. What the hell's a baby going to do?
Baby things.
Yeah, well, whatever. I'm going to say the baby's dead till we hear otherwise. But yeah, all the baby does is cry. It's voiced by Felicia Angel. You all know, Mona from Genshin Impact. I mean, from Devil's a part-timer. But it's like, you got her in just to cry as a baby?
Yes. Clearly the baby is going to show up again because it's not dead.
I mean, it's been, according to her, like 6-8 years or something.
It's probably going to show up as some asshole bandit or something.
After another time skip.
After time skip number 70.
Yeah. The last one to go over, though, is Ari's replacement, which you all knew was coming, because he was Billy Kometz, and Billy came down with a kind of sudden case of death last year, so... And you do get him in the last episode. Now he's voiced by Stephen Fu. Noe from Custodia Vanitas, and Doma from Demon Slayer. Because apparently Stephen Fu is now the, Matt Mercer to Billy Kometz's Troy Baker for some fucking reason, and I am still confused as to why on that one. I guess they could have picked worse replacement.
We only had like 2 lines anyways.
Yeah.
Most people would probably blink and miss it.
Hey, he married Ilva, though. What? I mean, yeah, I'm surprised he, you know, Thorfinn's sister actually got with him. That means him and Thorfinn are sibling-in-laws.
Like, closer.
What? No!
What?
As far as ad voice recycling, yeah, it's pretty bad in this back half. Keith was used a lot.
Main character.
Keiji was used a lot. The worst one, though, was Alejandro the Pancake. He's already Einar. What are you doing? And it's not like, oh, you know, maybe Einar fight. No, he's like the main of this season.
He is.
That's just stupid. But aside from that, everyone had a really good job. Everyone did a really good job. Good
had a really good job.
Yes, they had a really good job. The only thing I will nitpick on this side of thing is actually one issue with the script. I don't know if you caught it in the last 6 episodes or so. they went a little overboard with using fuck. What is this, Sentai? Sometimes it made sense when Fox is saying, I'm fucking terrified, or Einar shouting, I'll fucking kill you. But then there's times where a person just randomly says fuck for no reason in the middle of a fight. I went through it again, man. There's literally like 10 minutes where it's dropped like 5-6 times.
I mean, yeah, I even made that joke we watched.
Yeah.
What is this, Sentai now?
Yeah. When it's said like once or twice, again, like with Fox or with Einar, it's like, oh, okay, you know, it should be serious or whatever. But if you keep using it, it loses its meaning after a while. Hence why you should use it sparingly. I give it a pass in shows where it's set in a high school, because obviously, you know, you swear it a lot. But, yeah, like I said, it's a nitpick. Doesn't ruin the whole thing or anything like that. Yeah. Otherwise, I thought the dub was good. Thought everyone did a really good job. And as far as the series story itself, I think it did really well with the themes of violence creates more violence, etc. And Thorfinn's character arc, I still think continues to be really well handled.
No, that can't be.
I mean, the fight between him and Snake was awesome. Yeah, it does a really good job for, like, the whole cause and effect, where, because they keep lashing out towards each other, shit keeps getting worse, instead of, you know, just simply talking it out first. So, for example, Ketil's situation. You remember last time where his sons, because of what happened with Thorgil and Almar, now he's like, my farm's being targeted, my son's fucked up, what am I gonna do? Well, when he gets back and to his farm and finds out Ardhide tried helping Garter, her ex, escape, he's like, I trusted you, Ardhide. He didn't even really try talking with her, he just beat her half to death. So, that's kind of an example of giving into the whole violence thing a bit much. Needless to say, it causes her, who at the time was pregnant, her and her baby, to kind of die. Einar wanting to kill Ketil for this in retaliation, but Thorfinn basically telling him, don't do it, it's not worth it, don't stoop to his level, etc. I kind of wonder how this dynamic's going to go going forward.
Yeah.
What?
No, the real thing you should ask is how many times is he going to hear Askeladd in his head, giving him dad advice?
He heard Askeladd do it, he heard Thor's do it. But yeah, Ketil didn't even learn from that either, by the way, because when Knut's death army shows up, and you've got people being like, dude, do not see this. You have nothing but a bunch of rando farmhands and people who have never fought in war. The only one with real experience is your son Thorgil. And you're going to take on Knut and his royal forces. And he also has Floki's Vikings with him, who've seen nothing but war. Are you high? It goes about as well as you'd expect.
Snake is there?
Yeah, and even Snake is like, yeah, if he wants us to fight, I'll do it. But, this is still fucking stupid.
It is. And then they died.
Yeah. Actually, I'm surprised, Fox survived. I thought he was gonna be dead.
No, the real surprise is Badger.
Yeah, dude, he got his hand sliced off and he still survived. Which, how the fuck, does he have I guess he wouldn't really have a prosthetic thing in this day and age.
No. I mean, at best, it would be
like one of those wooden ones. Yeah, or one of those wooden ones,
or you'd use a hook,
yeah.
Or it would just be a stump.
Yeah. Speaking of Snake, he also goes into the theme of it with his fight with Thorfinn, because again, Garter is severely injured when he's trying to fuck over Ketil's thing and escape. And he ends up killing 5 or so of Snake's men. So when Thorfinn's trying to preach his ideals to Snake, Snake is like, what makes his life more worth it than my own men? And Thorfinn doesn't really have much of an answer at the time. Because the show's trying to present both sides of the argument here to make you understand why Snake wants to retaliate against him. Because, like, you're saying show this dude mercy, but he's killed numerous people, etc. So, again, kind of intelligent writing on their part. Also, the fight between Thorfinn and Snake is really cool, too.
Yeah.
But
Can you believe that Snake says he knows that Kettle is a fraud?
Yeah, I was going to bring that up too, because they were like, Iron Fist Kettle, they were calling him that, and you're waiting like, oh shit, and you see Kettle getting ready to get serious with Knut's army, and you think we're finally going to see it. No, the Iron Fist thing was bullshit. He just shares the name Kettle.
Because he's
Isn't that it?
He's just using the other, well, probably using the real one's name.
Yeah. So we might actually meet the real Iron Fist,
Unless he's dead.
Unless he's dead. Yeah, it was... Yeah, I thought that was really cool, too. And you understand why Kettle snapped with everything he's under and the pressure he's on? He still fucked everyone over in the end. Because Knut was basically saying, all you have to do is abandon the farm and I'll show you all mercy. And he wasn't even willing to negotiate, which brings me to a character I wasn't expecting as much growth on, and that's Almar. Because he's the one that ends up making the final decision in the end of what the farm's fate is. Because Knut, after they slaughter the majority of them, is like, you have one more chance, make up your mind, are you going to surrender or not? And Thorgil, of course, is bloodthirsty because he's a Viking, and Almar is like, no, I don't want to fight anymore, I just want this to end. And it's that whole thing, Thorgil calls him a coward for doing that, but no, Almar actually demonstrated the whole different type of bravery in that situation. You know, restraint. And also understanding that if they were to continue, all of them would be dead, and it's not worth it.
I don't know, Thorgil and their mother thought it was worth it.
The brother's a crazy bitch. She's insane. Like, how dare you? I've never thought I'd raise a kid. It's like, you're insane. Thorgil's the only one that had any fighting experience, which he did actually manage to land a good blow on Knut, but...
Yeah. But unfortunately for him, other people were there.
Yeah.
Also, there's something that's visual. He leaves. He's pretty much coming after Knut after it's over. That's a whole visual thing.
Oh, that's cool. I can't wait to see where that goes. But yeah, after it's all said and done, Thorfinn even thanks Almar for siding with peace, saying, I heard it was you who did this, you know, who went with the ideals, etc. So... See, it turns out Almar didn't want to be a Viking or a warmonger the whole time, which you could probably see coming a mile. Yeah, because his brother was, and he looked up to his brother and idolized him. So he's like, my brother's cool. I want to be like my brother. That's fucking cool. He fought in the Thanes or whatever. He was a royal guard to Knut. But yeah, after killing someone, he was traumatized and never wanted to do it again. Which...
Who would have thought?
Yeah, they were telling him, like, you know, that's the thing to be a man, but once you do it, there's no going back. But, yeah, he found that out the hard way. By the way, what did you think of Thorfinn having to, in order to earn an audience with Knut, having a KG Tang voice Viking or person just punch him repeatedly, and then having Snake show up to try interrupting it? Much like that situation in Core 1, where Fox, voiced by KG Tang, was beating up Thorfinn, and Snake had to show up and interrupt it.
Yeah, the difference is one of them got their noses broken.
Hey man, I'm glad my man Fox survived. I'm just saying.
And the other one probably would have had a heart attack if he kept punching past the 100.
Yeah.
He was that out of breath.
And Thorfinn never hit back. And they were even, like, in the other Vikings, were like, if you had fought back, you would have easily taken him down, right? You're probably stronger than most people here. And Thorfinn just, more or less, didn't want to compromise his ideals. which is what culminates in the ultimate showdown, I guess you could say, between him and Canute. Where basically, they both want the same thing. They both want an era without war. It's just both are going about it in completely different ways. Canute wants to do it through conquering and intimidation, so no one will ever rise up and everyone will live in peace. Where Thorfinn wants to do it the other way. You know, I believe in peace. Let's be friends.
Let's do peace through genocide. Wait.
This isn't Gundam Wing. Oh, sorry. I think this handled this whole theme way better than Gundam Wing. It didn't feel as clumsily done.
Wait, what?
But yeah. And Canute's expecting Thorfinn to like, well, what if I keep pursuing violence? What if I burn this whole farm to the ground and everyone here? And Thorfinn's basically just says, if you continue with violence, then I'll just take everyone and run. And Canute realized he lost at that point because he was trying to make Thorfinn give up on his ideals, and he wouldn't. So Thorfinn earned Canute's respect, and Canute fucked off. Oh, I really like that scene. Both Alex and Griffin Burns did amazingly well in it as well. Hell, even Alejandro, he wasn't a pancake during this either, because he was there too. And basically
he also had voices for some fucking reason.
Yeah, I brought that up earlier. Yep. Yeah, because he was basically the one shouting at Canute, saying, "What gives you the right? You're talking down to everyone, etc."
But he also commanded the ocean to stop.
Yeah, and that was when he said, "See, there are even things that I can't control, much like human nature can't be contained, etc." Yeah, and Canute says he wants to rebel against God to create a paradise on Earth, because why should paradise only be after death, etc.? That he's going to capture all, or conquer all the Vikings and then free all of them. Because he's going to show them what true freedom is, etc., without war and everything.
Freedom!
Yeah, and it's all really good shit. You should all check it out if you haven't yet. Even though we just spoiled the hell out of it. Words can't do it justice.
What do you want?
Justice. And it all leads to Thorfinn and Einar calling each other brother and talking about starting their own country together. The country that Leif Erikson told Thorfinn about when he was young. Vinland. The mythical place where there's no war. Yep. No war, no suffering and all that shit. That it's so far out of reach, no war can reach it. So Thorfinn wants to find that place and build his own country.
Eventually.
Yeah. Also, yes, you do finally get the reunion between Leif Erikson and Thorfinn. So, that's one thing you were waiting for. You finally get that, and it's nice. Since Leif Erikson is his third dad, I guess you could say.
Yeah. Here's a lot of those.
Dude, I love the final episode when they went home to Iceland, and, you know, Ylva didn't recognize Thorfinn. But then when Thorfinn sees his mom and he's getting ready to say something, fucking Bug Eye shows up and goes, "Yes, it's me, mother! It's been years!" They just stop and be like, "Dude, you are not helping things." Because, yeah, it's been, at this point, like 15 years since they've seen Thorfinn, so obviously they didn't recognize him. Because they also thought he was dead. But yeah, catching up with everyone at Thorfinn's village was nice, too. Let's go really leave it. Thorfinn paying respects to the grave of the slave that Thor, his dad, saved all those episodes back since Ep 1. Which started him on his path and everything.
It's okay, maybe in Season 3 you'll get your wish. You might get Thorgil versus Thorkel.
I want that, man! Thorkel was barely there!
So he is pursuing Canute because he's angry.
Yeah, and Thorkel, you could tell, like, he hates this era of peace. Which I will say, Thorfinn's speech was enough to, it does say, convince Canute to make the occupied forces leave England. And England still maintained an era of peace because now they've like, oh, Canute's going to leave us alone. Okay, well, as long as we don't fuck up, then maybe he won't come back. So...
Oh shit, he's coming back.
No, 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 no! But yeah, this was a really good fucking season. All 24 eps. And I do want to see how Thorfinn's ideals are going to be tested going forward, because it's really showing that how far is he willing to take it? Like, would he sit there and watch a bunch of close people die in that situation, or would he actually fight back? I mean, you see him kind of, I guess, with Snake when he's defending Garter, and it seems like at that point he would just probably disarm him, but he clearly wouldn't kill him. Kind of like his daddy did, you know, Thor's. Because Thor's didn't want to kill anyone either.
And Snake will probably show up again too.
Yeah, even Snake, which his character arc with Severkel, the Kettle's dad, the old dude, was really cool too. Because at the beginning he's like, I don't give a shit about this farm, and then by the end he's helping rebuild it. And I don't know. I also like how they used the I forget which verse it is, you know, from when Snake is reading Severkel the Bible and you see Thorfinn being all interested in it because it's talking about the love thy neighbor thing. And like, I didn't know Thorfinn was a Christian. Like, oh no, he's not. He just finds it interesting because it's a particular chapter that appeals to his ideals that he's currently going for. And then, of course, Snake is like, this is the boring part. Let's go back to where it was fun earlier on. Right, where all the smiting happened. What the fuck?
That's right, you get the Bible on audio
yeah, on Audible, read by Jason Griffin. But yeah, it was good. There's not much else to say, honestly. We could ramble on all day, but this was a really solid season. Sadly, Einar, though, he didn't get that happy ending with Arnheid since she died.
I mean, he also got cocked because she was married.
With Garter. Yeah. And not even just Garter. Remember, she was pregnant with Kettle's child. Yeah. Which shows how fucked Kettle was at that point, with how mentally gone he was. When she's like, no, don't hit me. I'm pregnant with your baby. And he didn't even care. Like, Kettle completely fucking lost his mind. I will say there was a moment where Arnheid actually said Framley instead of family. I had to go back and listen to it. She added an R there. That's the only, I guess you could say, dub sillyism that I noticed. But yeah. I don't know, man. I don't, other than the ad voices and a bit too much fucks.
And the ad voices thing was expected out of something from LA.
Yeah. I don't really have much to really complain about the dub. I think everyone did really damn good, like especially out of the main cast. Yeah. The OST was all good. The animation, I take it was good. Still was Mappa.
Yeah. Yeah. And it gave people ammunition for to add to the compilation of Askeladd being a deck.
Yeah, it did. It did. Thorfinn has 3 dads: Leif Erikson, Askeladd, and Thors. And now he has a brother too with Einar. See, he's building up a family. But yeah, what a fucking character arc for Thorfinn. Going from edgelord out for revenge to peace-loving pseudo-pacifist, where he says violence should always be the last answer in any situation. And you'd think it would come across as really shit. Like, and it probably would if it were in a lesser hand writing it, but yeah. I don't know, man.
It would come across as pretentious.
Yeah. Thorfinn has probably become one of my favorite anime protags now after these 2 seasons. Hell, even the theme song or a second OP, if you actually look at the lyrics, it's the song Paradox by Survive Said the Prophet. Everyone agrees, from what I've looked up online, you could literally make an AMV of Thorfinn for this. They have lyrics, some will call it giving up. I just call it getting lost in my own revenge. Are you telling me that doesn't sound like Thorfinn? And the whole thing talking about moving on from hatred and letting your past go so you can live a better life, etc.
No, they would never make a theme, make an OP lyrically fit the main character.
I might have had that song on repeat on Spotify too, I'm not gonna lie. I really like that OP. But yeah. That's basically it. Unless you have something else to add real quick before we get out of here, because I really want to see where this goes. I want to see if they're going to find the country, man. They're going to find Vinland.
We'll find it in, like, you gotta add the map, attack, so probably 3 years minimum.
I hope so. I mean, the manga's on its final arc right now. Which is, apparently titled the Vinland arc. Funnily enough. So... MVP! I don't know, everyone did good. Alex was fucking great. Griffin was fantastic, and I still stick by what I said. I will claim it forever. If they ever have a Berserk remake that finally goes past fucking Golden Age, and they can't get Kevin T. Collins back, get Griffin Burns in as Griffith. I mean it.
Because that's literally who he's playing, right?
Yeah, well, except Canute still wants to rebel against God, whereas Griffith sided with the God. Yeah, he sided with the God hand, but they both want to create paradise, so they have similarities, yet some differences. Also, doesn't Canute have a scar on his face too? I don't think Griffith does.
I mean, he does now.
Yeah, Griffith doesn't, because Griffith still has that pretty boy look. So... But yeah, if you somehow still haven't seen it yet...
Griffith is just Batman.
Exactly. If you still haven't seen it yet, go check it out. I cannot recommend this anime enough. This is fucking great, and this season I feel is a much better ending as well. So if they don't continue, which I hope they do, it's still, I feel, ended at a really solid spot compared to season 1, which felt like it ended right in the middle of things. Because remember, it ended right after Askeladd assassinated the king and he got murked.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's like, oh shit, what's gonna happen next? Yeah, this actually wraps up a lot of characters' plot threads. You know where they're going, at least, and and it's a very open-ended ending. You could leave it there, is what I'm saying. It feels like a much better conclusion if the anime doesn't continue. And, yeah, I don't know, man. I think I do see why a lot of people say this is one of their favorite arcs, the farmland slavery arc, because it handled it really well.
Saga.
Yeah, that's the meme name for it. But that's gonna do it for us. Unless you've got anything to add before I get out of here, because we've rambled on about how much this was good and all that.
Yeah, but who is Wild Dog?
I don't know! Poor Lizard. Lizard got murked.
Of course he did. I even called it when they did the cutaway.
He was voiced by someone named Joe Hernandez. That name sounds familiar. I gotta look that up. But it's like, that's the only character he voiced too, from what I saw. It's like, what the fuck? Why are you getting these people in for one character if you're using the major characters as ad voices?
Yeah, he definitely had it coming with that scene in the forest where they was just bickering with Badger.
Yeah, and Fox is like, you fucking idiots, what are you doing? Like, oh, don't worry, he looks injured, we got that. Like, y'all are dumbasses. Fox is the only one who's smart here. Hell, even during when the war broke out, he's like, I'm fucking terrified, I don't want to do this. And that's probably why he survived, because he was smart.
I mean, they also can't seem to take orders either, because Snake told them not to approach.
Yeah. Well, it's because Wizard's like, dude, the reward! Think about it! They're going to give us 3 horses! There's 3 of us, so if we 3 do it, we'll get the horses! Yeah, look how well that went. Before this goes on like another 20 minutes, let us know what you all thought of Vinland Saga. Just it as a whole. Both seasons are fucking phenomenal, and it sucks the Netflix dub will probably never be released on physical media. It'll only be the Texas dub, which we will cover probably next year actually. That way,
eventually.
Yeah, I'm gonna say
and I'm
we'll
sure there'll be
year.
even more fucks in that because it's Sentai.
Sentai and Crunchyroll, yeah, we'll see. Because I'm really curious to see how what their takes are on some of these characters and scenes. That'll be fun. Like I said, shooting for sometime next year. And I guess that's going to do it for us. Let us know what y'all thought, and if you agree with us, or maybe you're one of those people that didn't like this arc, please let us know why. I'm very curious.
Those are the type of people who are like, where's the action?
Which there was. That's the thing. Like there was by the end. Like the war did break out on the farm, so you do get that. You just got to give it a bit. You guys got to be patient.
You gotta ask yourself one question: what does the fox say?
That he survived, and I couldn't be happier. My man Fox. Oh yeah, they mentioned why they're all real quick. They mentioned why they're all named after animals. It's because they're running from their past and don't want their identities to be revealed. Because all of them were former bandits or criminals or some shit.
I mean, Snake even yells his real name at
the very end.
Yeah.
Yep. Which I did not write down because I'm stupid. So whenever we do another Vinland video, I'll bring it up then. But yeah. Let's go do it. Thank you all so much for watching.
All I remember is it started with an R.
Yeah, that's same here. Well, either way, guys. We'll be back with something next week. And
something in a box. Probably.
In a box? What?
Yes. Don't think about it.
Yeah. Hope you all enjoyed. Until next time, guys. Thanks again for watching. Have a good day, everyone.